Well, since Daddy was the good one, there's nothing really bad to talk. Hey now, nothing really bad to say about him. I don't remember much of the ancient days because I was young, but I remember sort of, not real ancient, but about maybe 6, 7 years ago. You know, like I said, Daddy was the good one, but you know, the quiet ones, talking about his wife, they're not, you got to watch out for those people. I'm not telling the bad one, Mama. I'm keeping that for next time. I'm not telling that one, Mama. I'm telling you, get this woman out of town, out of Brazoria County. You don't know what she's going to do. Now, this is a mild story. Now, the reason I'm telling this is because I didn't have my voice this week and I didn't have time to get with Norma Kay to write a little song. But Mother went with me and my 3 children, my 3 girls, to SeaWorld. And we did our little SeaWorld thing, got there early in the morning and just did everything all day long, had a good time. But, you know, as soon as you enter those gates at SeaWorld, you start hearing this 50s music, and it's loud, and it's everywhere you go. Now, I'm used to hearing that kind of stuff, so it went in one ear and out the other. My Mother's not, because she sits at home and she listens, you know, the old Rugged Cross and different things like that, and listens at Daddy, you know, sitting there, you know, watching the cockeyed TV. But, so anyway, this music was just really taking effect on her, and I didn't realize what effect it was actually having. And so, like I said, she was hearing this all day long, and toward the end of the day, you know, SeaWorld closes up at dark, so toward the end of the day, we were hot and sweaty, and we went to swim. And so we're in the wading pool, and we were swimming, the music was still playing. And
the wading pool?
Yes, we were. It was a deep wading pool. Oh, well, we really just laid down. But anyways, the music was still playing, and they said that it was time for SeaWorld to close. And we gathered all of our stuff up, and we were trotting on out the door, and the music was still playing, and you know, it's out in the landscape areas, it's everywhere else. Cut that out, Norman. And so we get behind this building, and the music's playing again. Mother drops everything in her arms. Everything. And she goes to jigging, and she goes to kicking, she goes to jerking, she does every dance move possible in the entire world. Now, this is the faces that me and my 3 girls had. Now, when we got our composure, I said, Mom, what in the world? And she said, whew, that felt so good. She said, that music's been in me all day and I just had to get it out. Now, next time, I'll tell about when we went to Canton. But I'll save that for, oh yes, I will, Mama. You're not getting away from this one.
Uncle Bobby, I won't talk about you, but it's all sweet because I love you. And you were tortured enough growing up. Just remember, I'm the sweet niece. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is about Uncle Bobby. When wrestling, he held Kenneth down till he hollered, "Calf rope!" They ran like crazy and slid under the steps to hide out until it was felt. I can't believe he ever held Dad down, but hey. Was his brother's guinea pig. They made him crawl under a construction site shed to see what was under it. What was under it?
What was in it?
What was in it?
It was a keg of nails.
A keg of nails. Okay. Did y'all do anything with them?
No, I couldn't get them out.
Ah.
I started picking up the rabbits, you know. This was the littlest one. They want to know, and all the other boys want to know what's in it. That was when I was real little.
You pretty much just did whatever they asked you to, didn't you? Alright, sneaked off to neighbor's house for the neighbor to make him a kite. Wasn't supposed to go in the house, but he did. When Granny and her neighbor went somewhere with all their kids, they didn't take a head count and left Bobby behind. Kind of felt like the rapture, huh? Everybody was gone. Okay. They finally realized he was missing, and a very scared Granny came back to get him. Edward was driving a pickup, pulling a trailer, and Bobby fell and was holding on upside down onto the trailer. and Kenneth was trying to make Edward stop. Boy, you're a troublemaker, aren't you? He finally turned loose after skinning up his shoulder. You remember that?
I sure can.
Was in first grade and was watching Karen for Granny. Fried her a very, very runny egg and tried to make her eat it. Always trying to help his baby sisters. And Russell told Bobby, sold Bobby a gun for $15, and that was Bobby's arsenal. They all had good things to say about you.
So that means we got to say something on Aunt Wanda.
About it. I'm not talking about Aunt Wanda. I'm scared of Aunt Wanda. I'm not saying a word.
Kenneth.
Wait, can you hear, Dad? Can you hear? Dad? Kenneth.
Oh, put that to the microphone.
He don't want to hear.
Was proud to be the baby brother. Still throws it up to everyone that Granny told his brothers they needed to take care of him. He still throws it up to this day.
Amen.
Went to sleep just anywhere. That's the truth. Even in the middle of the road when they lived at Tomball. Got mad at Bobby for trying to make him get up. Also in Tomball, went parading up and down the street using all kinds of ugly language, making a song out of them.
Not surprised.
He's kin to Uncle Norman, isn't he?
Uncle Norman, do you want to add something to that?
I was just mad about Kenneth. You know, he worked with customers in the brick mill. Y'all see a stripper?
Was recipient of his brother's was recipient of his brother's pranks and tricks because he was so skittish. Ready? Ready, Kenneth? Married that red-headed Baptist school teacher. Yay, Kenneth!
He's not yelling, yay.
Yes, and it's safe deal.
Didn't teach you nothing, though, did you?
Soon after back surgery, was going to go to the field where Paul, Granny, and Edward were.
I'll finish this. No.
He very confidently started to step over the electric fence, but discovered it was too high.
Don't say this part. Anyway, it was too high. He stepped over it.
Step over it.
You remember straddling the fence, Dad?
The electric fence. You remember driving the electric
Can't talk today.
He's denying everything.
Hey, Renee.
Yes.
I got this show you on there's a corner post right here in the fence got so high. I was one to tell her. Daddy was out there and Mama was picking. So he got hold of this corner post like that, and remember he was still trying to...
Okay, where am I? So he straddled the electric fence, shaking all over. Paul and Edward nearly rolled on the ground laughing so hard. And poor Granny got mad at them for laughing at her hurting baby boy.
I would have been laughing too.
I forgot got something.
That ain't all about Kenneth. Hey, what's that?